Hello and welcome to this video. So in our last video we have seen how to set up font awesome icons with our React project, and we were able to add this home icon here. Okay, so in this project we will be setting up our structure and files in our project and React router DOM to route our application. Okay, so this is a one-page application. In these kinds we use React router DOM. Okay, so let's get started with first setting up. So I'm going to have a folder called components and one more folder called layouts. Okay, and next this is our app.js file. One more folder called elements. So in this elements we will be keeping those UI elements that we will be creating. Okay, let's rename it to UI elements, maybe that would be better. UI elements. Okay, so first is our in our layout I'm going to create a file root layout. So these are just empty file going to be, so I'm going to use our snippet RAFCE, and this creates this root layout, and this root layout will nothing, will just a empty diff file right for now. Okay, and next thing is we have our root layout. In our component we will create a folder called home and one more folder called browse. Is fine. So in our application we will have one home page and one browse page where we'll be able to see all the UI elements we'll be creating. So in our home I'm just going to create one file, home.jsx, that would be same and just says home here. Okay, in the root layout I need to add one more thing called outlet. Okay, outlet is not there yet. So first we need to install our React router DOM. So React router DOM is used to for routing purposes. So we have their documentation here. So if you go here you can click on this get started. So this is React router DOM. So you can see these URLs, right? So that we will go through with the React router DOM. So let's install this first. Copied it. Okay, so React router DOM is installed. You can see in our package.json, yeah, 6.8.2 version installed. Okay, so from React router DOM we will have one thing called outlet. So let me show you how it will work. First let's go to app.js and set up our routes here. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bit different here. So in our index.js it calls our app.js file. So in our app.js I'm going to make it just for routes, and I'm not going to put any code here. That will be do in home.jsx. Okay, so const I'm creating a router. So here we'll be using React router DOM create browser route, create browser router. Okay, and inside here I will be creating routes from elements. So create route from elements. Okay, so in this first thing we will be using is route. That path would be our home path, and our element will be, first thing is a root layout. Sorry, this will be like this. Okay, so route is not imported. Let me import it from React router DOM. So let me explain this one. So we're creating a router variable, and we are creating router from create browser router and creating routes from elements. Okay, and after that we are using this route tag. So this route tag is used to show which element will be loaded at which path, which URL. Okay, and the element will be giving like this. So here I'm giving root layout, so it is like this. There's a layout on top of it, and inside it the elements will go, and wherever the outlet is put, okay, wherever this outlet is put, the sub element will go. So inside of this I will create one more thing, route, and this would be our index page. Okay, and here we will be giving a element, and this element would be our home. Sorry, it would be it should be like this, home. And I'm going to self close this one. Okay, so this should also be like this, self close this one. Okay, so in our home page we will have a root layout. So root layout doesn't have anything in itself, but it does have this outlet, so it will go to this sub and find the index would be the same path as the top one, and it will go to the home. So let's see what is the result. Okay, I haven't added here yet, so right now it's loading this same thing, so we need to remove this from here. Okay, so we will not be adding this. Instead of this we will be using router provider from react router and providing it the router equals to router that we just created. Okay, and I'm going to self close this one. So now in our app.js we are returning this router, and this router is handled by this and the other elements. So if I go here now, let me refresh it once, you can see we have this home page available. Okay, so how it will go is like, well, you are providing me the router, we'll go to these routes. I will try to find this first route. Okay, this is the root layout. Okay, root layout, whatever is shown in root layout will be rendered. So if I add here the layout, so and I go there, this would be rendered. Okay, but whatever is provided outlet, and so go to the sub item, so whatever is there, home, we go to this home, the home will be rendered. Okay, so that's how it is going. So in this video what we have done is we have installed our react router DOM, and we have done the configuration for it to show us the route based on the path we have provided, and we have created some file structure for our home, for our root layout, and yeah, for our UI elements we have created a empty folder. So from now on we will not be using this app.js for anything other than providing route. For writing any UI elements we will be using this UI elements, and for the components of the sites that we will be using this component folder and the layout folder. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.